Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome in. Today I have another insight reading for the collective as a way to help offer you some direction on your path. This reading is the last of a small series that I've been doing for the month of May, and it's actually a few days later than I'd hoped to post it, but I've been feeling unwell for the past week or so, and my energy really wasn't quite up to doing many readings. But you can find the other readings for the series linked in the description below, and hopefully the topics will help some of you with your journey. This reading will cover boundaries, boundaries that are beneficial for you and boundaries that aren't helpful. Before we begin, please remember that this is a general reading, so take what resonates for you and leave the rest. This is pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. If you're drawn to the same pile for the entire series, that's okay. And if that doesn't feel right for you, please always simply follow your intuition in the moment. If you already know which pile you'd like to choose, you can feel free to skip ahead. The timestamps are in the description and pinned in the comments below. Otherwise, you can join me in connecting yourself to the cards you need by closing your eyes, taking a nice deep cleansing breath in, and opening your eyes again as you breathe out. You might now have a knowing about which pile you should choose, but if you need more time, please pause the video and ask Spirit to help guide you to the messages you need in this moment. Let's begin. Pile 1. Welcome, Group 1. We're going to start your reading today with boundaries that are beneficial for you, and these may be confirming boundaries you already have in place, or this might be a nudge to think about implementing a few boundaries that will help you at this point on your path. You have the Union of Hearts, a love connection defies explanation, Inner Voice, Letting Go, and Shenrizi Manifestation. All right, so I'm seeing here the card numbers 28, 28, 22, and 8. So the numbers 2 and 8 are immediately standing out, which can symbolize balance and expansion. And they seem to be your key to making 10, which is the completion of a cycle. This boundary is so protective. I can actually feel healing and love energy wanting to come in for you. I think this is fixing a cycle for you around healthy relationships and what that looks like. I'm actually seeing this boundary as a circle of protective light around you. I don't know why, but I'm getting the sense that some of you, most of you, might not have achieved this light yet, or it's almost like you're on the outside of it looking at it, but not able to see a way inside, even though you want it. This boundary seems to be focused on redirecting your energy and attention from the future outcomes you want to achieve to being in the moment and seeing the processes happening now as important and directly relevant to achieving those goals or dreams for yourself. It's almost a sense of releasing any belief or expectation that genuine love and connection will manifest on its own sometime in the future. Because in the meantime, you're potentially depriving yourself of experiencing healthy, transformative love now. This boundary is calling you to surrender to positive change and growth, to allow yourself to experience special and unique connections in order to bring you even more blessings and bring you closer to true joy and fulfillment. I don't know why it feels like a lot of you, it feels like you're closing yourself off to the possibility for love, even though your heart desperately wants and needs it. It could be that some of you have been hurt so badly by previous relationships that you don't want to open yourself up to that kind of pain again. There's a call here to tune back into your inner compass. Reflect on the lessons that past disappointments have brought you, and then use that knowledge to continue forward toward new and healthier opportunities for love. Celebrate love. Don't shut it out. This boundary can be a huge turning point for you and open you up to the love you actually deserve in your life. Trust your heart and your own guidance, Group 1, because I can feel that you want to open up, but you might be so focused on someday that you're missing out on today. Seeing things from a more balanced perspective is going to help you put up protective boundaries that are healthy for you and your growth. Okay, so let's move on to boundaries that aren't helpful for you. And these could be boundaries you already have up and might need to consider removing, or this could be confirmation about certain boundaries you already know aren't helpful for you at this point on your path. You have relationship patterns. It takes strength to recognize the need for change. Ask your soul. Belonging. And nature. Okay, so there's a karmic lesson or cycle showing up here for some of you that centers around letting other people define you. Some of you may be repeating unhealthy patterns with your loved ones in order to keep the peace or fit in, and you're ignoring your own guidance and instinct. This relationship patterns card is about recognizing a need for change around the types of people you're energetically attracting. And Spirit just told me that a few of you actually already have a boundary up around this, but that it's preventing you from embracing future relationships or future love at all. Okay, so that makes sense with what we saw in the first part of the reading. And if that resonates for you, keep in mind that sometimes a boundary actually limits us. Sometimes it prevents us from growing. Within the boundary, we can sometimes bury the pain or the trigger in there with us, and it can actually prevent us from honestly assessing the lesson in order to change the pattern and attract healthier outcomes moving forward. It can prevent you from moving forward. For some of you, your current relationship is your boundary. The combination of these cards almost brings a feeling like you don't think or expect that you deserve better. Some of you are sacrificing your own thoughts, feelings, and values in exchange for the opportunity to belong. Sacrificing your own happiness. The nature card tells me that some of you are sacrificing the ability for authentic expression of yourself. It takes strength to really look at what you need for true happiness, Group 1, to be that honest with yourself and to voice those needs to others. It takes courage and trust to believe in yourself, in your own hopes and dreams. But those small seeds of trust and belief in yourself grow into your future reality. They fruit with self-worth, self-love, and self-acceptance. And this is what draws a genuine and supportive community of love around you. It's important to be on the right side of a boundary in order for it to be healthy or a useful one. Keeping yourself stuck in the pattern, or even stuck because you don't want to repeat the pattern and you're rejecting the experience altogether, won't help you achieve the kind of life or love that you desire and deserve. Welcome the opportunities to define your own values and to stand by them, knowing that you're on the path to creating your happiness rather than just wishing for it to magically appear. And some of you definitely need to reconnect yourself with nature in order to strengthen your inner connection and bring you back on track. Okay, my loves. So for each group, I also drew 3 empowerment cards as a way to bring forward any final messages or guidance. And you guys got examine your eyesight. Take your focus off of how others see you. Cease being obsessed with the need to impress your friends and your foes. Keep your concern on the vision you see in the mirror. Don't allow the approval of others to obstruct your view of you. Appreciate the obstacle. Each obstacle you overcome is a stepping stone on your path to greatness. Appreciate the obstacle, for it empowers you to courageously face future barriers in your quest for success. And love the skin you're in. Yes. You are God's divine design. He does not make mistakes. Don't get caught up in wanting to be or trying to be like something else. Everyone is gifted in different ways. Love being you. Wow, I don't think I'm even going to try and clarify those messages because they were perfect exactly as they've been written. And I can see that there's something you guys need to hear. Love being you, group 1, and don't let your boundaries become barriers. It's okay to experience disappointment because it helps us shape exactly what we need from ourselves and from others in order to experience true joy and love. Okay, group 1, so that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me, and I really hope these messages were helpful for you. Please remember to subscribe if you'd like to hear more, or click the like button and comment below if this resonated for you. Much love to you all, and I'll see you next time. Pile 2. Hello, group 2. So we're going to start the reading today with boundaries that are beneficial for you. And these may be confirming boundaries you already have in place, or this might be a call to think about implementing a few boundaries that will help you at this point on your path. You have spend quality time together, listen and talk to each other, soul love, understanding, and creation. Beautiful. So some of the boundaries that are going to be helpful for you are those that protect your relationships and the love you have for the people in your life and for yourself. And through this love and understanding, mostly of yourself and your true inner desires, it will help remove any blockages some of you might be having around manifestation. We're seeing here active appreciation and connection, where you're holding space for the important and special people around you, and the healthy expectation that others will return that same respect and attention. This is a boundary that helps make sure you're surrounded only by people who value you and don't expect you to lower yourself or suppress your own needs in order to make them feel good. Boundaries that keep out people or experiences that don't strengthen your joy and love are very helpful for you right now. The Soul Love card is about learning to love yourself so that you can recognize what it looks like when someone else loves you. Because if you don't love yourself, it can be really hard to truly believe that someone else can. And when you love yourself, it becomes easier to see and hear exactly what you need and want in your life to make you feel validated and loved in return. These cards are about making the time to really be present, keeping an open mind and heart, and focusing your energy on the things and people in your life that add love rather than costing it. Tune in and listen to what your inner self is saying, group 2, and use that wisdom to bring the things you need into form. Invite people and experiences that help strengthen your energetic field with love, appreciation, and understanding. All right, so let's move on to boundaries that aren't helpful for you. And these may be boundaries you already have and you might need to consider removing them, or it could be confirmation about certain boundaries that you already know aren't helpful for you at this point on your path. You have listen with your heart. You are listening but need to hear with a loving heart. Visualize. The High Priestess of Water. Revealed. And in flow. Okay, my loves. I'm seeing boundaries here that are pretty much closing you off from yourself. I think some of you might be, all right, there's a lot of information coming in all at once. Okay, some of you have walls or barriers up that are preventing positive change from coming in for you. It's almost like you already have the path mapped out in your head about exactly where you should be going and how you fit into that scenario. And that might actually be blocking the signal from your inner compass and the direction that Spirit has intended for you. It's like you're choosing your own path, and that might not actually be beneficial to you right now or helpful in getting you where you actually need to go. We're seeing here that your heart knows the truth of things and that you can trust what it tells you, but there might be a boundary in place that's preventing you from truly hearing and processing what your heart is trying to communicate to you. There's a boundary here that's preventing some of you from fully accessing your own dreams and inner vision, and I'm feeling a bit of resistance because you might not be completely confident in your own ability to manifest what you want in your life. Some of you have a boundary around your own imagination and the process needed to dream and visualize a better life for yourself. But the whole point of visualization is to create our dream life without the boundaries that are found in the material world, and we can't manifest or transform things in our lives if we don't first dream them up. Stop and hear what your heart is telling you will bring more authentic happiness into your life, and allow that to help guide what you need and want. Trust your ability to create your desires, and then just relax and enjoy the journey toward them. Try to remember that trust in yourself isn't something you necessarily feel in your mind. It's something you feel in your heart. It's something you just know because you surrender to the trust. Your job isn't to pay so much attention to exactly how something comes into creation for you or how it arrives, because that offers extremely limited space for the universe to manifest it for you. Once you've formed the dream and let it become a deep knowing in your heart that it will happen, you don't need to keep asking for it. Once you've placed the order with the universe, your job is just to ready yourself to receive it and trust that it's on its way. And I'm also seeing with these last 3 cards But some of you have a boundary in place around some of the signs that the universe is sending you. There are changes and powerful signs going on around you, and the universe is calling you to free yourself from your own boundaries, to stop hiding yourself from the world, and to let yourself shine. Go with the flow, group 2. Try not to analyze why some of these changes are happening. Embrace the lessons and the gifts being offered to you, and you'll understand later the reasons that they were necessary. I'm getting a strong sense that you're being called out of your shell, so that you can express yourself and be heard and seen for who and what you truly are. All right, so to wrap up your reading today, I also drew 3 empowerment cards for each group as a way to bring forward any final messages or guidance. And you guys got exercise your right to vote, exercise your ability to change your life, exercise your body for better health, exercise your mind by expanding your knowledge, make time to exercise, explore your talents. Everyone is blessed with at least one unique talent. Take the time now to discover, define, and develop your talent. Don't go to your grave with your untapped talent buried inside you. And let nature take you away. There is splendor in the grass, power in the flower, and peace in the air. Take a deep breath, let your feet touch the earth, and let your fingers feel the petal. Experience the rejuvenation inherent in nature. Wow, okay, so the first message coming through hard is that this is an important wake-up call about physical health for one of you. And I actually feel that in my chest. So I don't want to scare anyone, but you'll know if that makes sense for you or not. For the rest of you, these seem to be an additional message around setting your inner being free. When you hide yourself away, you're withholding your energy and your true authentic essence. And not only does that mean the world misses out on what you have to offer, but you miss out on living your joy and really understanding that you are a beautiful and perfect person just as you are. Let yourself be seen in all your glory. Express your creativity, your joy, your love. Tap back into the connection we have with everything and with ourselves. Discover what it is that brings you fulfillment and let that guide you. There's something that you carry within you that is asking to be expressed openly, group 2. Don't try to overthink it. Just let your heart tell you what it is and follow your happiness. Okay, that's all I have for you today, group 2. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me, and I really hope these messages were helpful for you. Please remember to subscribe if you'd like to hear more, or click the like button and comment below if this resonated for you. Much love to you all, and I'll see you next time. Pile 3. Welcome, group 3. To start today's reading, we're going to look at the boundaries that are beneficial for you. And these may be confirming boundaries that you already have in place, or it might be a call to think about implementing a few boundaries that will help you at this point on your path. You have demonstrate love, find out what is important to those you love and act on it. Focus, the fledgling, and third eye. Okay, I'm seeing a few boundaries here. The first is one around making time for the people in your life, making them a priority, and finding ways to be present and show your love and appreciation for them. There's focus on creating positive memories with them and an appreciation for the love and happiness they bring to your life. And this is a healthy boundary that allows you to see and be thankful for the things in your life that are going well and to be in a more positive frame of mind overall. Another boundary that's going to be very beneficial for you right now is dedicating time to the development and practice of your psychic gifts and intuitive ability. These last three cards in particular, showing up together, tell me that you're ready for new growth, new opportunities, and moving to the next level in your intuitive development. Boundaries are needed to hold space for important learning, discovery, and expansion of your gifts. There is a call here to be sharing your gifts, guiding and supporting others. Think about what you want to create, Group 3, and stay focused on those dreams. And be gentle with yourself as you go through the learning process. We all have to start somewhere. Okay, so now let's look at the boundaries that aren't helpful for you. And these could be boundaries you already have and may need to consider removing, or this could be confirmation about certain boundaries you already know aren't helpful for you at this point on your path. You have true love. This love is once in a lifetime. Romance, lavish the one you love with personal attention and affection. Expansion. Love. And joyous. Wow, I didn't expect that, my loves. There's a clear story being told here, and I can definitely see why holding these things back or creating a boundary around them isn't helpful for you. It's actually quite sad, and I really feel for those of you who already have this boundary in place. Spirit is basically asking you to be open to love, and this is important love, life-changing love, love worth fighting for, and a love that's meant to be part of your life's plan. It opens you up to completely new levels of love and pure happiness. I'm hearing that some of you simply aren't giving love a chance. With this expansion card showing up for boundaries that aren't helpful, it's talking about holding yourself back, limiting yourself through the memories of past experiences that haven't worked out well. But if you can view those experiences as a way to focus on what did work and what you do need, you can use that focus to draw in better experiences. And sometimes love takes work. Nurturing and maintaining a relationship doesn't mean that there isn't love. It gives us opportunities to deepen our connections and strengthen bonds. Don't put a boundary around your love. Give love freely and trust that it will lead to deeper and more profound joy. You don't have to compromise who you are or try to be a mirror copy of anyone you're in a relationship. It's only through being your authentic self that you're able to attract someone who meets all of your physical, emotional, and spiritual needs. And if you're not currently in a relationship, do something special and romantic for yourself, whether that's buying yourself flowers or taking a bubble bath. It's important to make time for yourself because you deserve to feel love and happiness even when you're single. Love is the key for you, Group 3, so it needs to be expressed. All right, lastly for each group, I also drew 3 empowerment cards as a way to bring forward any final messages or guidance. And you guys have change your internal chit-chat, rehashing in your mind the negative events of your past leads to mental and physical disease. Face forward and change your mind chatter. Only you have the power to control your thoughts. Choose thoughts that evoke love, laughter, and happiness. Move forward, reach back. As you move forward on your ascent to the top, reach back to help someone else attain equal success. And intensify your integrity. Be open, honest, and honourable in all your endeavours. Establish high standards, principles, and values for yourself, then kick it up a level. In everything you do, be true to you. So we're seeing here with the change your internal chit-chat and intensify your integrity, that message of not allowing things that have happened in the past to hold you back, not letting negative experiences define who you are, or allowing them to prevent you from moving forward with love, joy, and optimism. Focus on the positive and really be honest with yourself about whether certain boundaries you have in place are really just walls for you to hide behind. The move forward, reach back card, I think is referring to the first part of your reading, where you're being asked to use your gifts to guide and support others. It's never too late or too soon to share your abilities and gifts to help people, Group 3. There's something special and needed that you're able to offer the world, and you're being asked to step forward and help others on their journey, even as you travel your own. All right, so that's all I have for you today, Group 3. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me, and I hope these messages were helpful for you. Please remember to subscribe if you'd like to hear more, or click the like button and comment below if this resonated for you. Much love to you all, and I'll see you next time.